let's review them. Okay, now this obviously isn't a new figure. As you can see, these guys have been here all the time, and that's because I'm doing a new thing with previous figures that I've owned. There's like a bajillion of them, and I'm gonna be reviewing all the ones I haven't reviewed and redoing some old reviews. And I had a 3-way review a while ago, and I'm gonna chop all of those reviews down into 3 different videos for each figure. For the Mecha Godzilla, it's gonna have, you know, both SH Monsters Mecha Godzillas. As you can see here, I'm doing all the minus ones I have. And yeah, hope you enjoy those future videos along with everything else I got planned. This channel is gonna be filled with figure reviews. Just subscribe. Now, moving these 2 out of the way, we can begin with the base Godzilla -1 figure from Tamashii Nation's SH Monsters. That was a mouthful, but this figure came out in 2023 when the movie came out, and it was like $140 when it came out. I got it in January because I was ordering from Big Bad Toy Store. Usually they ship like a month after, but you know, I was still happy with from when I got it, because I actually got it like earlier than what the date said, which was good. I still got it in January, but you know, it came early in the year, which was nice. And I was like, it's my favorite Godzilla movie. This is my favorite Godzilla. So for my favorite Godzilla movie and for upcoming -0 release, we're gonna this is gonna be the first redo video I do for Godzilla, or for all these figure reviews coming up. I don't know why I'm so out of breath today. So what's funny is that the -0 figure actually costs like $20 less than the -1 release. I don't know if that's because he's skinnier and takes up less plastic space, which I'm pretty sure they have the same amount. Maybe a little bit less, but you know, I'm still happy that the price is actually lowering, which is probably a good sign for SH Monster Arts, meaning their prices are probably going to go down. I doubt that will happen, but I hope it does. And I think SH Monster Arts might be getting back into a prime state, because they revealed the Evangelion Godzilla, -0. What other ones can I think of? The Destroyer, they re-released that. That was cool. The Biollante, they're re-releasing, but the Destroyer and Biollante are kind of a bit overpriced, I'd say. But, you know, a lot of people like the Biollante figure, and it's coming back with a new paint and the light-up features, which I like, but I'm not going to be getting that because of how expensive it is. Anyway, on to this guy's articulation. Now, by this point, I'm pretty sure everybody knows Godzilla -1's articulation, but we're going to redo it for the sake of this video. So his head can look up and down here, and it can look left to right. It can like twist like this, but it can also bend like this, which is cool. The head can look up about that much, and it can look down about this much, which is a lot. And its mouth opens and closes, and the tongue is also articulated, which is pretty cool. And also, if you look closely, when biting or opening, the muscles here move. I don't know if that's present on the new -0 figure, but I'm pretty sure it is. Now moving down to the torso area. Sorry, bumped my phone. Alright, so the articulation in the torso is actually pretty good. He can bend about that much, which it leaves a gap here, but you know, it's not too significant. I'm knocking my phone over. Then it can bend like this to the side, which is also really, really good. And it can swivel. Oh yeah, swivel. Oh, this Godzilla -1 figure is really old, so it's not fresh out of the box, so it's gonna move like butter, because I've been, you know, using this figure for a long time. But yeah, the arms can go out that much, basically T-pose. They can move like this. They can rotate full 360 degrees. Wow. They also kind of like do this, which is cool, and then it can also have a bicep swivel, elbow joint, which isn't really too good, but it's alright. And the hands can move because they're on a ball joint. Now going down to the legs, they can go full 360. They can go out about that much, which is insane leg range. Then the knees can bend that much, and also go side to side, which is pretty cool. The foot also is included in that. And the toes, this was a major thing for me. The toes articulate, which is something crazy that they don't do for many figures. And I feel like they should be doing it more for other figures. Like, I have no idea why they didn't do it for Godzilla Ultima, because I feel like Godzilla Ultima has like the biggest freaking feet out of all Godzillas. But if you look at the -0 figure, you can see that its feet are also articulated, which is also really good that like they're continuing that. I don't know if that's what they're only going to do that for the -0 line, but it seems like they might. Now moving to the tail. The tail is like one of the most articulated parts of the figure. Now my tail kept coming off, so we have to delete this segment. You can see there, it's like, it moves, kind of, but it's like stuck there. But besides that, the tail moves pretty freely. The end, I'd say, is the most articulated of the tail, as you can see, because in the movie, he kind of just like, he does kind of put it like that sometimes. So when he's walking, he's like, boom, Godzilla. Now, the tail range is really, really good, which allows you to get a lot of different poses with him. You can recreate the movie poster, and, you know, generally just a lot of things. I never actually realized how long this Godzilla's tail was until I actually had the figure in hand, which is really cool. I like how they also change differently, but they also, like, it goes from the different tail spikes to normal, then there's a different one right here. As you go up, it's just the normal ones. And they get bigger as they go. So that's cool. And then for -0, minus color, and the heat ray version, everything's literally the same for articulation. So there's really no point in going over them. Also don't really want to like mess up these figures, because he's also like, I don't like really hold on to this guy much. So he is a bit more on the fragile side, but overall he's fine. But he's still really cool. And this guy is you know, I use him a bit more, but he's also a bit more fragile than -1, like base -1. So yeah, the articulation gets a solid 10 out of 10 from me. Alright, now let's go over the paint. Shall we? Let's go over the paint. Now, overall, his paint around the body is literally the exact same. It's a bunch of brown washes, like, just a bunch of brown. Because this Godzilla is like, he's not gray, he's brown. He's poo. He's poo. So, he's just brown. Anyway, but the browns get lighter as they get closer to like the edge of the actual figure. Let's get some better light. Here we go. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Now you can see here how, as it gets closer to the edges, his paint gets lighter. Also on this chest piece here, it's like more brown, which is all nicely painted. I feel like they actually like make it look rugged. Like here too, it's really good. And at the edges of like all here, and the feet, everything looks phenomenal actually. Like all the paint job is pretty much great. The like hands are painted, the fingers, yeah, the nails. Down here, I mean, his nails weren't like all covered in like a brown, like a color like this. They were kind of like this in the movie. So it's not inaccurate. His spikes, though, this one doesn't have as much paint as these ones, but it shows like an outline, like, what is this? How would you say? It just shows the jagged edges, really just makes it look like it has dimension, which is really cool. The only issue with this figure's paint is the face. Now, I never had an issue, like a true issue with the face. People don't like it. I feel like it's pretty good, but they could have done a bit better, like with the teeth, especially with the teeth. They look like they're one whole. Oh god, I knew that was gonna happen. My phone was gonna fall. Oh, filming is such a pain. Where was I? Alright, so it's a bit sloppy, the teeth. They're all individually painted, as you can see, but it's just not too good. And they all seem kind of molded together-ish on the top here. But besides that, I feel like the eyes, if we could just focus on that, the eyes are pretty much painted normally. They're both looking forward, but they could have included some white to differentiate the pupil, like iris and pupil, because in the movie he does have, you know, iris, like eyes kind of like a human, which is cool. But they also included his battle damage from when he gets blown up by the bombs that were sent into his mouth during the boat chase. But overall, this figure's paint is pretty much good. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. The face could just be a tad bit better. So, it gets a 9 out of 10. We're going to move on to the variant figure paints now. Alright, we're going to start off with minus color -1. Now, everything is basically the exact same, but it's black and white. Now, the whole entire figure is like a charcoal black, which is really cool, but it has these nice white, like, strokes of paint, like a wash over it, which makes it look, you know, have the same sort of dimension that the figure had, like the first figure had. The eyes, though, I would say are a bit on the sloppy side. But the teeth are alright. Everything about this figure is practically the same. All the same issues are in the same spots. I do feel like his teeth are a bit like discolored from the rest of his face. Like it doesn't look like this. Oh, that's also another problem. This one's head always falls off. But everything else is basically the same. I would give this one's paint an 8 out of 10. But I do really like the coloration. It's a neat coloration, even though it may just seem like a cash grab sort of way of making more money, which it kind of is. But you know, it gives you a way of just seeing a figure in a different way. Also, the feet. Those are pretty cool looking. These ones actually look like everything about this figure looks black and white. Like it is black and white, the definitive black and white Godzilla. If you want to have Godzilla black and white in hand and not have to edit anything, then this could be your figure. But you know, it doesn't have much going for it. That's really it. I don't have much to say about this figure other than that it's okay. It's a good figure, but I don't feel like it was really necessary to make this. But it's -1, so I still love it. Moving on to the Moving on to the heat ray. This figure is beautiful. I really was anticipating this figure. When they revealed that first one with the Shinden, I was like, oh no, it's a Japan exclusive. Oh, I'm never gonna get it. San Diego Comic-Con release. Oh no, I'm never gonna get it. Oh, this is the San Diego Comic-Con release, by the way. Oh, because I can't go to San Diego because it's halfway. It's literally halfway across the country. And then they put it in the Tamashii Nation store in New York City. And I'm like, I gotta get it. My birthday weekend is around. Perfect opportunity to get this figure. It was perfect. I had the money for it for my birthday, and it was just right. It was there. It was waiting for me. This was my glory moment, and I got the figure, and it's perfection. Now, besides all the blue, the paint everywhere else is exactly the same as -1. I do actually feel like it's all dulled down a bit, because the feet are certainly less like painted than -1's. Everything was like dulled out in color for the heat ray effect. Its face is all the same complications, how the teeth all look molded together, but it has the blue eyes and the blue mouth interior, which just looks so cool. Look at that. It's so detailed in there, too. Now, the only thing that sucks is that when you go to put him with the atomic breast piece that he comes with, it doesn't really look like he's going all the way like he does in the movie. This one's head also pops off easily, because he goes like this in the movie, not like this. Hold on. But, you know, luckily there are some really amazing people who make alternate head sculpts for these guys. I think Kujira Designs, I don't know his name, like the whole thing, you know. That's like what I think it said. You get what I mean. But he or she makes these really cool Godzilla -1 head sculpts that I do want to get eventually for this guy and base -1 over here. They also have they have a screaming one, and I can't speak. What the heck? They go all the way forward, which is cool. Now, for the back plates, it's a translucent plastic, which is really, really, really cool, and it's really good to see. That's not just painted over the old ones. It's just whole new plastic, and for the back. The blue looks really, really nice. When I first saw the design of -1, I'm like, this Godzilla doesn't even look like he can shoot an atomic breath. And they did it with the most crazy version of an atomic breath ever. And I feel like, you know what, that works. So, it's just like, this paint application is so good. Like, it's just bright, light blue on his back to show that it's like actually charged, because that's where like the lightest color of blue comes from. Then these spikes are also like shined with a glimmer, kind of, to also show the depth, like I've been saying for the other two. And overall, it just does show there's very big like differentiation between these two figures. If you look at it head on without seeing the back plates, there could be some, you know, like what? They're the same, they're different. But the only thing that would like really give that away is the mouth. But overall, this figure is amazing, and I'm glad I got it. I was able to, at least. And here's the heat ray effect that's also see-through, which is really cool. I feel like this could have been a darker blue though, a bit darker of the blue to match the back plates. But overall, amazing figure. Let's move on to the sculpts. We don't have to do it for the other two, so we're good. Now the sculpt for -1 is phenomenal. Literally just like the actual thing from the movie. Like I think they got the 3D render and model from it, which is cool. The back plates are molded amazingly. Look at that. Each individual like scale and wrinkle is on this figure, which makes it amazing. You can see all the little details that you might have missed in the movie, like all these little holes here for when they actually split out, and you can actually, why can't I speak? What the hell? You can see here a spike raised out of the back, which is also really cool. I feel like one of my favorite. My phone died just now as I was recording. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that you can see little details on this figure that you might not be able to see in the movie, like these holes or the spike raised out. And overall, the sculpt is just amazing. These tail spikes, the feet, everything about it is amazing. All these grooves, that. The head obviously needs some working on, but besides that, the actual sculpt of the head is not too bad. The spikes and everything, it's just the eyes and the mouth. Only issues with the sculpt. Sculpt gets a 9 out of 10. Now, entire figure, 10 out of 10 for me because I'm biased. But, you know, I'm tired, dude. Recording these videos takes a lot. But I hope you enjoyed this video. This is first video in the series of redo reviews. We're gonna call it a redo review, meaning I'm doing reviews of figures I already have. So that was -1. I'm pretty sure some of you, I don't know if there's any returning viewers on this channel. Put up a little chart right here showing the returning viewers. Let's hope we have some returning fans and stuff that aren't just my friends. So I would appreciate if you could subscribe, you know, notification bell and whatnot. Just enjoy my videos, because I will plan to post a lot more now. So that was my video review. I've been Below Godzilla. Subscribe, please. 3 -1s, 1 me. Video and video.